Welcome to ADTV. I'm your host, Megan Bingman, and today we're in an area of Portland called the West End. The West End is known for its unique buildings, some of which date back to 1799. In among these historic buildings and the fantastic restaurants is a gem called the Portland Conservatory of Music. Let's head inside and talk to my friend Melissa and Michael and find out exactly what's offered here. All right, so we are here at the Portland Conservatory of Music with Michael and Melissa, and so they run this joint. They have all the answers to our questions. So tell me a little bit about the people who take lessons here. What's the general population of people?
Yeah, we've got about 250 folks who take lessons, one-on-one lessons, and then another 100 or so participating in various classes or ensembles like the jazz ensembles that you saw. And of those 250, about a third are actually adults. We love all of the youth that we have, and of course that's going to be the majority of the folks that we teach in a community music school, as one would expect. It's particularly rewarding to see folks coming either back to the instrument after having collected dust for a number of years in a closet or in an attic, or folks coming to it for the first time in adulthood. It's a really neat thing to see.
Now, aside from classes, you guys also do quite a few concerts, right? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we have a couple different concert series. Some of them are ticketed, so we bring in artists from across the country. We recently had pianist Jeremy Denkin. We also bring in a whole bunch of jazz concerts, local groups, national groups, they all come in. But we also have another series called the Noonday Concert Series, which is free to the community. So we try to get artists of so many different calibers, and we try to reach so many different audience members with all of our concerts.
So tell me about your roster. How many musicians are offering classes, and how is this whole thing funded?
Yeah, we've got about 30 to 35 folks teaching all of the instruments, just about that you can think of, all the band and orchestra instruments, certainly a lot of piano teachers. I think we've got an accordion on our roster and various guitar and other string, a lute. We have a lute teacher, which is fantastic. You can look that up later, but lots of different folks.
Yeah, so we're funded as a nonprofit. We're funded both through program fees, so ticket fees and tuition, but also to supplement that, individual donations. A lot of corporations in the area and small businesses do sponsor our programs.
So when I first walked in, I thought, this has a church vibe. What's the history of the building?
Yeah, the building I think has been here since the 1940s. Don't quote me on that. But it's been a church of multiple iterations. We purchased the building in, I think it was 2021. It was most recently before us, Second Parish Presbyterian Church, and we've done a lot of work to it to turn it into what we need it to be for music school, most notably in this room right here. But it already had a lot of smaller rooms that work really well for our teaching studios and things like that.
And you do feel that sense of almost holiness as you walk in, right? And to me, that is what music is, right? It's a form of worship and a form of something that brings everybody together. So to me, it's very fitting. And you've done a beautiful job.
Well, thanks.
You. So we just left the Portland Conservatory of Music, and we're continuing on our journey through the West End. The West End, in between all these beautiful brick buildings, has fantastic restaurants and breweries, but really the key here is these vintage brick buildings. So I want to show you this one. This one, at the time of filming, is available for sale. It is at 48 Western Promenade. It's also known as the Proposal House. This is the cutest story. So Reven and Lisa moved in, they lived here together, and then he decided that he wanted to propose. There's a trolley that goes right by the house. And so he knew Lisa was going to be on the trolley. So he put a sign out that asked her if she would marry him. And she saw the sign as the trolley went by. So to this day, every time the trolley goes by the house, it rings its bell in celebration of their engagement. The house itself is impeccable. Literally the most beautiful home I've ever shown in Portland. So come on, I can't wait for you to see it. Look at this gorgeous original woodwork. This house is amazing. From the 13 original stained glass windows to the 3 original fireplaces. Really, it's Reven and Lisa's personal style that make this home so appealing. So this bell is a fun part of the story that I didn't know. Remember how we talked about how the trolley rings its bell to celebrate their engagement? Well, Reven told me when the trolley rings its bell, they ring this bell right back. It's loud. How fun is that? So right now they have this room very open with beautiful water views, and there are several decks that also share these beautiful views. But they also use this room as a setting for their holidays. So they have a very large family, and they said they can fit up to 24 people in this room for the holidays. I can't think of a better place to celebrate. And now we get a peek into the chef's kitchen. This kitchen is 400 square feet of high-end wonderfulness. From the soapstone countertops to the high-end appliances. We have a Wolf range and a Viking stainless steel refrigerator, as well as a double oven, which is great for those holidays we talked about earlier. And once you're done making your snacks with your cozy toes on your radiant heated floors, you can head right into your media room here, where we find the third of the original fireplaces. Portland has so many great neighborhoods, but the West End is just something so special. From the old historic buildings to the convenience of everything being right downtown at your fingertips. I hope you'll come and check it out when you come to visit us. For now, this is Megan at ADTV.